What's up, everybody? Hello and welcome back to Anno 1800 Botanica. Well, this isn't looking quite botanical, I'd say. This is one of my fleets that is on its way now to the Admiral, who's just cancelled our alliance there. So it's on the way. It has one specific destination, and that is his main harbor in Cape Trelawney. So here we are, where it's a bit fortified, you know, so we have a few cannons here, and I will take this island here by force. It's rather easy by the looks of it, and this other island here is rather easy to take then. So this has no fortifications whatsoever, so we're just going to start here, because if you want to start a war in Anno, well, you better have your fleet in the harbor that is the most fortified on the map. And on this map, this is the one, because you do much more damage when your ships are in the harbor area already and begin to fire, instead of just, you know, sailing inwards while the cannons can shoot like, yeah, from over here already. So your ships would take much more damage. And while one of my fleets is on its way, we still have a few things that we need to do. So I'm not going to declare war right away. I mean, I don't know, perhaps he does anyway, and the whole thing is over. We can also have a look at his military power. And as you can see, either way, we could be totally destructed as well. But I'm not that worried about this one here. Why? Oh, and there he declared war on me. Why am I not that worried? Because, well, it's also including the harbor defenses, and that's something where, well, you could probably argue that this really doesn't do anything for your military power. You know, it's really just about defense. Anyway, we're still, of course, we're buying those islands here. Some of my ships are on the fire now, but I'm not worried too much about that. War is declared on us, yes, because, you know, well, it's the harbor defenses that are firing on my ships, most likely. And we can also, like, when we lose a ship, we can just replace them at some point, you know, with something else there. So I'm not too worried about that. What we need to do first, though, when we declare war, of course, we have to check our own ships at some point, so our fleet that we have. So I'm mobilizing now my fleet here as well in the old world, because of course we definitely want to attack him at certain choke points. So I'm going to move my ships over there, and in Cape Trelawney my fleet is now coming into that harbor area here. Unfortunately, what is going to happen here is now that we're definitely going to lose a few ships here, because now my ship goes into that area here, you know, with full war on us already. So they're going to fire on us once they see my ships there. So that is something, but it's still going to take a bit of time there. Nothing else will happen in Cape Trelawney, I'm sure of it, because he's not really got much of... Oh, there his fleet. So he's got a bit of a fleet, but it's moving out of this area here. And another important thing to note is that while we are going to lose a few islands, I'm pretty sure of it, our Cape Trelawney is going to stay safe as far as I can see. So that's the main problem here, would be the main problem. If I lose a few islands in the old world, I don't really care in the long run. I'm pretty sure that we're going to destroy him anyway. So I've got a few ships here myself. We are going to defend, of course, our main points here. And as you can see, because I'm buying shares from the Admiral, my income here also skyrockets, because of course when you have shares of an island, well, you also, like with the stocks, you get a few things back in return if the island is doing well, and most of his islands are doing pretty well. So what we can do, though, is here in the new world, I can see that nothing is going to happen here at this point. I've got my fleet here, so we are just going to wait here. I'm going to have my fleet here centrally located on the map, so I can react when he's going to attack at some point. No big deal here. My fleet is still on its way. There's some fighting here now, but nothing serious as far as I can see. There he's got his main fleet on his way now to... Oh, well, this is not really a main fleet, but a few ships coming towards my fleet, so no problem there. We're going to destroy them. Hopefully. Yeah, Yeah, he's kind of like sacrificing this one there. I don't know why he sent it in there. We also have this ship of the line here. As you can see, barely doing any damage on my fleet. So he's losing a few ships here. Nothing serious though. There is another ship here. There are a few more ships here. So that's Cape Trelawney pretty much under control from what I can see. He's also kind of... I don't know what he's doing here, but he's just circling his island down here. This is also not that smart from what I can see. And right, we also have the main fleet here. And I'm going to move this more to the center here. He's got a barricade kind of here already. So I'm going to move my main fleet from the old world now here more to the central location there, because I can see that he's not attacking any of my islands. He's probably going to attack this one here since it's strategically located and pretty big there too, and not fortified. If he's smart, he would attack this one here, and I don't really care about that. We always have to check the shares here. So in 2 minutes I can buy another share from his main islands, and it's also a bit sad. I haven't been talking about that at all yet. I'm pretty sad because the Admiral and we were pretty well cordial for the most part of this game, and now we are kind of enemies. Okay, so that's not that smart from my fleet, from my ships there. They were kind of moving in here without my consent, and this is the Battle of Grace that is going on here right now. I think I'm going to lose a few ships here and there. This is pretty powerful there. I certainly don't want to lose my fire ship though. Banana Joe. Let's get Banana Joe out of there. Oh, nope. Not going to happen anymore. So that's the next defense here. This is the last defense. And then we should get this island here anyway. Perfect, let's destroy the ship of the line that's coming in there, doing some damage to me. It's actually not looking that good here. He's got a few ships coming in there now. Okay, now we can attack the main area here. And then he should pretty much lose his island here, from what I can see. I still should have something else here though, let's see. Nope. There are a few cargo ships here. Okay, and he's also attacking one of my harbors here. This island here, Siffington. But he's really just attacking it on the get-go, as it seems, or from passing by. Something like that. Oh, there's still Big Betty or something like that. And he's below the white flag there, so actually there shouldn't be much that's happening here anymore. I don't know. Once he loses Big Betty, the island is gone. That's it. There's still something else here as far as I can see. Okay, so they definitely lost this island. Now it should give up at this point. Perfect, there he gave it up. So we got the first island from him. And we're going to conquer it, of course. So he just lost this island here. This big one before reinforcements arrived. That's just sad. I mean, he had a lot of ships there and did nothing. So I'm just going to wait now for him to destroy that one there. Very good. Let's get my remaining ships back. And I think that's pretty much what we can expect here now from Cape Trelawney. Let's go back to the old world there real quick. Because we can buy the next shares there. That one. That one. So one more share and we can actually overtake those islands there. And also, of course, in the New World. So the biggest islands that he's got there. And we do have the influence points, something I'm really glad that we have them. Perfect, so that's that. And, you know, it doesn't really matter if he takes a few islands here and there from me, so in the long term, there's not much he can do, really, if I just buy his shares. And with that fleet here, I'm going now to Cape Trelawney because I've lost one of my bigger fleets there, so I'm going to move them. Well, of course, we're still going to produce more, as we can see. So, I don't know where they're moving, though, once they're finished. And also on this side here, we're producing a few more. Perfect. There I've got another one already. Let's go back to Cape Trelawney. It's not looking that good over there, I think. He's got a few ships here, but he's not doing much. Siffington, I've lost Siffington. Doesn't matter though. And just look at my balance here, 449,000. That's ridiculously high. That's because I got the shares from his big islands. I wonder if we could actually go for peace at this point. That's possible. Ceasefire.
The fire left ruins behind.
No stain on your what sort of
No peace offer so far.
Ship under attack.
We're still looking pretty good there in Crown Falls too.
Ship under attack.
Okay, so it's another 7 minutes now. He doesn't know what to do now, so he lost his main fleet. And I don't know, I've also lost my main fleet during Cape Trelawney, so I'm waiting now for my main fleet to go back to Cape Trelawney. And I think, yeah, we do have some weapons there in Salzburg, so I'm going to reinforce my Salzburg area there a bit just to make sure.
Ship under attack.
And of course that costs me a bit, but no problem so far. And yes, oh, and he was not able to get Koth home, of course, yes. Oh, look at that. He's actually coming with his main fleet now to Sleepy Hollow there.
Ship constructed.
He's actually taking a hit there on Sleepy Hollow there right now.
Can I interest you in this recently polished app? This change is absolutely censorship is not always.
So that's one of the bigger battles then again, but I don't know if that is so smart what he's doing there at the moment. Yeah, and look at that, he's already bailing again. Yeah, he was attacking Sleepy Hollow there for real. I don't know why. Could have taken one of my other islands there in the meantime. And he might even lose that one there. Yeah. Very good. I'm not that sad about it. My main fleet is still here. Can we do something with them? I mean, he's pretty well fortified in most of his islands there. I need to be careful here too that my fleet is not coming close to his defenses there. Okay, no problem so far. And I just need to check real quick if we can actually continue producing some of those ships. Perfect. 2 more are coming up there then. So we're still getting more ships there. And what I could also check if, yeah, we can actually get another Perforian down here. And I really do like them. Okay, let's check that. 2 more minutes and then I can buy the last share of those islands here. And I'm just making a ridiculous amount of money at the moment. So I'm buying money, or I'm buying those shares with huge amounts of money and still get more money back, you know. And he's lost more ships here. So no problem so far. And here he's got nothing anymore. It seems because he's kind of moved his fleet to the old world, if I'm not mistaken there. So we'll probably stop my fleet there. And yeah, destroy a few of these warships that are scattered around here. Just over here. And let me just get a few shots here. Because this game is so pretty. Watching those sea battles doesn't get old. It just feels very realistic, and yet it's like, it feels gamey too, you know? So they did a good job with those things there. There's another ship of the line here. I don't know why he's sending them in one by one, so the AI unfortunately is a bit lacking on this point. I was expecting to lose more islands, to be honest. Or perhaps it's not over yet. How's the new world looking? Perhaps I've lost something here. Oh, he's still got a bigger fleet here though. Yeah. And buying new shares becomes available now. Perfect, that's it. Another ship destroyed. There are 2 more coming in. I mean, he's bailing there already. Perfect. Let's buy the next shares. We do have the influence points there. 500,000. Oh, that's a lot though. No, it's actually 2 millions here. It was 2 millions there. I'm a bit surprised. It was 5 millions and not 500,000. Very good. That's that. Let's just check it here. We do have... Well, let me just check that real quick. Oh yeah, we do have all the shares here now. So 15 million for that one there. And 27 million for that one here. I can still continue purchasing shares here. Let's see. Oh, I love having financial power. And yeah, let's continue buying shares here too, since I don't have that many ships here anymore. So we'll probably just have to go for it with shares. And also, of course, here in the new world, where he's actually trying to buy back shares from time to time. Not very successfully, I should say. Let's also get this one here. We do have so much influence. Perfect. That's that. We have 130,000 people. I don't know why. So many. Because I'm expecting, of course, for it to go down, you know. So at this point, we're definitely not fulfilling all the needs anymore that my people have. But lucky, it's really easy to replace those ships on the trade routes. Because in previous Anno games, you would sometimes lose the whole trade route. So you would have to do it again. Fortunately, you only lose the ships anymore. So you can always just replace them in the trade route with a few clicks here and there. So I'm not too worried about that. It's much more important to have... Oh, actually, we do have the chocolate here. Let's get the chocolate. And he's actually trying Magwitch. Perfect. No, he's not trying it. It's just some passerbys. No problem so far. And I think at this point, it's safe to say that we could actually be defeating the Admiral here right now, the last opponent. Let's get my ships back there. Very good. That's that. And yeah, we also have the expedition there, so let's have a bit of a break there from the war. Trespassers, an ambush of missiles. This unmapped region of the Great Forest is home to an indigenous people whose policy is to preempt the hostility of trespassers into their territory. Suddenly, a man grips his shoulder where a feathered dart now hangs. It could have come from anywhere. Do you hide, fight, or if all fails, flee? Find cover. The rain of darts comes to an end when your group quickly and cleverly diffuses, each finding their own space. Out of respect, perhaps, your ambushers decide to retreat. Or do they simply believe the damage has already been done? Those who were hit begin to wheeze, heavily collapsing to the floor, for the darts are tipped with poison. You always hear stories about poison dart frogs out here, says one of the officers. He doesn't seem to know much more than that, except that in a boy's own adventure story, chloroform was used to treat frog poisoning. No one seems to know where the medicine box is, but by the time it is found, someone has already succumbed to convulsions. It is only a slight relief then, that the chloroform does indeed relax the other victims sufficiently to keep their hearts beating. Time to leave this place. And I'm sorry for a few hiccups there. I was still with the fighting. Okay, so the expedition really should come back at some point now. Where's my fleet? Because I think the game continues while you read those texts, you know, so I was trying to hurry up.
Ship constructed.
No warships for sale at the moment.
Alligator poised.
I want to see how much damage the Perforian monitor does. Let's find out. Yes, it's quite good, I'd say. That's one. He's burning them. I do like them. He can be a bit annoying with that.
Your island is under attack.
Bristle. Oh, it's one of my empty islands. That's fine. He's taking the weakest ones. And if he doesn't buy back the share in about 5 minutes, he's going to lose his 2 main islands. Yep. And this will then be the end of him, I guess. I mean, he's still going to be there, and I think we're still going to have some peace with him. And he's taking Bristle, but who cares about Bristle anyway?
Is under attack.
That's another smaller island there of mine.
Ship under attack.
We could be taking Bristle back. No, there's a cooldown on that, okay. Can't do that.
Fleet on the move.
A ship was destroyed.
Oh, we still got a few ships there. We're better going over here. Just to find out where he's actually going with them.
Your people are rioting.
Perfect. 2 more ship of the lines are finished. Let's get them also here to... Yeah. Over here, I guess. Let's also check my... Yeah, right. He's also at war with the pirateer N. So because we're having an alliance here. That's pretty good. Perfect, so that's that. Oh, expedition. Has it returned? Finally, the expedition has returned. After weeks of trials and tribulations, the expedition comes home safe. We get a pelican, attractiveness plus 30 for the zoo. Oh, 2 epics there. Lion's mane jellyfish and black swallower. Very good. Old sardine. Let's get her back to the harbor. Cape Trelawney is looking quite peaceful, I should say. As far as I can see, yep. No problem here.
I'm going to need every hour of God's
And he couldn't defeat which island? Oh, Magwitch. Okay. He's probably going to take this one here. Nope. Then again, he went off. How much more time? 2 minutes 50 seconds and counting for
The
this
festival has
main island of his. And I'm just checking real quick if there is a main fleet that I haven't seen yet or missing. Yeah, he's up here at this point. Where is he going with them? What is it doing with those ships? Is he going for Sleepy Hollow once again? I think he's going towards Sleepy Hollow. He's trying another push over here, I guess. We do have Ship of the Lines here too. Going to send them also to Sleepy Hollow. While I don't care that much about this island anymore, I mean, financial-wise, I certainly don't want to lose it. That's for sure. So he's actually going for another push there. 1 minute.
was destroyed.
And don't worry, of course, while this episode and probably the next one is also going to be a bit hectic about all the fighting, there will be a time when we can peacefully expand again. Especially since we get some islands there in the New World. Yeah, there he's attacking now my main harbor and this world. But I don't think that he's very successful at it. There he's losing a ship. Yeah, not really. Sleepy Hollow hasn't even reached the siege state yet. So not even enough damage there to ship off the lines coming in there. Probably going to lose them though, because I did not expect this fleet now to turn around. Yep. That's a pity. I did not expect him to retreat so quickly. But I can't change that. Okay guys, I think it's finally time to do it. It's finally time to get one of his biggest islands. Just have a last look at this again. And then we're going to take it. 27 million. It's going to load a bit there, I guess, before everything has vanished. Yes, and that's it. That's basically his main island that I've just taken. Do we have some items there? Yeah, we do have some items, but nothing too serious. I can already go now with a few of my ships over there. I think, yeah, with my main fleet probably will be the best thing that we can do. Very good. And that was one of his major islands. And we're going to continue in the next episode and take the other ones. Stay tuned.